Good morning and welcome to Green TV, the PAP Foundation. We are live broadcast with our weekly roundup where we have a chat with Andy Steele, and we've got a guest this week. So, big drum roll there. I'll explain who he is later. I'm a bit tired today. I was absolutely shattered from Himalayan balsam bashing. Apparently, that's the technical term from last week. So yeah, it went really well there, Andy. Anyway, morning, by the way. How are you?
Morning. I'm having a bit of a technical mishap. I'm trying to get the link out to something else, and it's Facebook's running at the same time. No, I'm really good, thanks.
Yeah, it was good work last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, what was relatively easy, pulling up Himalayan balsam. It's nice to be back in my office setting as opposed to being chest deep in water with waders on.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's relatively simple when we're walking along the streams and it's shallow or you're on the banks. It's easy to pull up, but there's a couple of locations out in Hornsey this week where we were with chest waders and Beverley High-esque Nature Reserve. So yeah,
really nice.
A variety to the work we've been doing. It's still therapeutic, pulling and popping Himalayan balsam.
It was, but I didn't realise the barriers, me being small and little. I think that was going back to my gymnastic days from my earlier days when I was leaping over fences. And but yeah, it was good fun, and we met some interesting people as well along the way. I know a lady came that's doing various charity and environmental work. So we'll tell you more details about that another time. But yeah, there's loads going on. So what else is happening this week then, Andy? What's the plan?
Moving trees to a site in Preston. So we've got a new site in Preston to work on. So that's underway. The guys are out this afternoon doing that. And then we've got more Himalayan balsam removal this week back at Market Wheaton, and then go and finish off in Hornsey. So that's, again, the Environment Agency have got a lot of work there. There's more coming up with the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust, and I think the River Stewardship Trust as well. It is a massive problem, and you can see how quick it grows and how it quickly becomes an issue and crowds everything out. I mean, we just found walls of it, and it's crazy. It's unchecked, but in some areas, it's just not been tackled. They've given up because they can't get on top of it. So I think we're fortunate in this area we can keep going with it. So that's crux of the week. And then we're actually at Hull Community Diggers with Faith on Wednesday, and we're going to Aldroyd's Corner, actually, a garden centre in Woodmansey, to help Paul Aldroyd. Paul's a forester.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so just something different for the guys that are on the pilot nature-based therapy course and going into different areas of the community. So so the other thing is we've got Hull Community Diggers Open Day on Saturday. It's one of our projects in Hull. The Dare to Be guys will be exhibiting their stuff. The team were out at the weekend selling honey that's been produced now to raise money for the Dare to Be project. Great. And what else have we got on? I'm just trying to think.
It'll come to you. It'll come to you. So now I'd like to introduce our guest. So our newest member of the team, JJ. So this is your moment. Tell everyone who you are.
Good morning.
And where you're from.
JJ Walker. I'm based down in sunny Cornwall. I'm going to be sort of running the southwest area, and as Andy and Paul Sykes have decided that the southwest area is be quite huge. So running from Gloucestershire right the way down to Land's End and Penzance, and then we're stretching slightly east to Hampshire. The reason we're going to do Hampshire is that's where I originate from, born and bred on a farm. Down here, we have lots of projects that we're going to crack on with through the Southwest Coastal Path, regeneration of the mines and the quarries. And currently at the moment, we are looking at helping to put the old A30 back to its original earthworks and flora and fauna, because the new A30 is starting next week. So effectively speaking, you can join the M5, drive all the way down to Land's End on a dual carriageway. And then everybody who So if anybody had visited Cornwall in the old days, it's a dirt trap. It's going to be completely dual carriagewise all the way down to Penzance. And so all the infrastructure, road mechanism that is in place is going to be regenerated back into farmland and back in wild growth, which is where we're going to jump on board.
Brilliant. So obviously we know who you are and everything else, but you tell our viewers, so what's your linkage and why did you join the Green Task Force?
I used to go abroad to work after leaving the military. I'm completely with the environment. I'm my nickname when I was in some of the units, I was called Scarecrow because I really am a yokel. I lived, born on a farm, worked on a farm. Love the outdoors, love the green spaces. It's great for your therapy and great for just living. Had spoken to Andy about 6 months ago. I think it was Andy about 6 months ago via Brad, who you know as Stephen, but I call him as Brad because I served with Brad in the army.
I only know him as Brad. I didn't even know his name was Stephen.
His real name is Stephen, but we all know him from Brad. I played rugby with Brad very competitively with him. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're looking for somebody down in the southwest. We know you're in the southwest. You'll know you're very integrated in the southwest. What do you think?" Had a chat. Spoke to Paul and Andy, and then 2 weeks ago, Paul came down to visit me, and we had the interview in one of our very local pubs, the Pole Goose Inn. That's a big shout out for them. They're very good. They're all for it as well. They're going to be planting trees in their land as well. They own quite a bit of farmland onto the pub, and I'm very pleased. I've sort of gone full circle really. So I was born on a farm, and now I've done everything, and now I've come back into the countryside, if that makes sense. Complete full circle.
Absolutely. Oh, thanks for that. So you can definitely see the link there. So it's always, I think the right people are always put in your right path. So what's meant to be is what I say, fate and all that. So welcome aboard.
Thanks very much.
And everybody's excited. Also in the Merseyside area, we've took measures, we've done interviews conducted, and we found a great person for the Merseyside area too. So more details will come in the up and coming weeks, and there's ongoing recruitment there as well. So I think that sums up everything from our end. Is there anything more you'd like to add, Andy?
Big thing, a big shout out to Adi and Doug really with the launch of the Forest Academy initiative this week. That's going on. One of the big points there is to realise the amount of trees that are needed to be planted is going to require a gargantuan effort. And obviously, the Green Task Force is putting veterans and blue light services into that field, but there's still a lot of volunteers that need to be trained in planting trees correctly to make sure that they survive. So, that project is filling a niche market, a gap in the market, should I say, and hopefully the uptake will continue as it has been, so people can get out and about. It's an online course. It's 1 hour.
Brilliant.
Charge because we have to pay the staff to run it, but obviously as we go forward, it's well worth doing.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd just like to add to that, thank you to Adi for all his hard work behind the scenes. Obviously, we're in the public eye and at the forefront, so he does a lot of work for us behind the scenes. So massive well done to the team. So great stuff. I'll just give a little plug to Green TV. We have another special guest on Thursday, so watch the social media for details about that. And yes, have a great day, everybody. It's a little bit wet here over in East Yorkshire, but I'm hoping the sun will come out later. So wherever you are in the cosmos, I hope you have a great day. I hope it's a productive rest of your week. And that's bye from me and the gang.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.